speaking, Drake Maye, the second-year first-round quarterback. Here he is from yesterday on his initial impressions of his new teammate at the receiver position.
Yeah, he seems like awesome teammate. He's my next door to my locker mate, so he's one down from beside me. We talk all the time. He's a veteran in this league. He's made a lot of plays, played in a lot of big-time games. So just an awesome voice for the receiver room for this offense. He's played in some playoff games. He's had some big games, and I think once he kind of recovers and he's getting back out there, I'm looking forward to be able to throw him footballs, and just it's always good having a guy like that in your team. In the meetings, asking questions, asking me after plays, hey, what should I have done there? Hey, in times past, I've done this when the guy's playing this leverage, stuff like that. So, he's seen a lot of different things, played a long time in this league. So it's been great for me to be able to, veteran receiver, him and Mac, and, Kendrick Bourne. You got, three really, not really old heads, but kind of old heads in there, in their 30s. So it's been awesome for us to kind of, find, how they lead the room and help this offense.
There was just a little equivocation in there. He isn't fully and completely cleared yet. And I don't want to harp on the contract, but the issue with the knee is so prevalent in his contract. It clearly is tied to his initial signing bonus of $12 million. It clearly is tied to his ongoing guarantees. If he has any type of a setback during this rehab process, it's the pre-existing condition that goes back to the knee. So I think until we see him on the field in a game, there's going to be a question of whether or not there is some glitch, there is some issue, there is some possibility. But for now, everything looks fine. And I know that you can have setbacks and you can have issues. We're conditioned to think that nowadays you get an ACL repair and you're good as new. Plenty of guys have had issues coming back. But Diggs, so far, looks like he's going to be ready to go when it's time for the Patriots to get the season started.
Yeah, I think so too. And I think when you have money in your contract tied to different things like that, as a veteran player, if it wasn't on schedule to the conversations you had with the team, I think there's a chance that Diggs wouldn't be out there doing all of that running and doing the drills and running routes. I think if he felt like they were kind of holding back or they were nervous about where he was at, I don't think he would be doing all that. I think, like you said, I don't know if he's cleared or not, but I think whatever the plan they put together, I think that's what they're all on the same page with. Because I know as a player, as you get older, and Drake Maye mentioned it, like a guy like Diggs, when you're in your 30s, the dollars you have on the table, those don't just keep coming back year after year. At a certain point, the offers get less and less as you get older and older. So you don't chance that, and you're always in communication with your agent. There's no fluff anymore with you and your agent. It's straight, hey, what are they thinking? What do I need to do? And I think if there was any doubt, I think he would be more cautious at practice. He would do the bare minimum of how he should be running routes, how fast he should be going. To see him out there moving the way he's moving, I think they're on schedule. I think he feels good about it. I think obviously the team probably feels good about it. And I think it's cool to see Drake Maye, I think, taking that leadership role. I think that's key for this team. For a young guy, when you add veteran players, and I think, when they're asking you, what do you want, and how, you have to be very upfront with sometimes saying, hey, tell me what you used to see because I'm not 100% sure. Or, hey, this is what I want. Like, we're talking to Josh. We have good communication. This is what we want on these routes, because the expectations, I don't think, are going to be through the roof with the Patriots. But from, the time I spend up there and talking to people, this is moving up. It feels like month after month to, hey, I think we should be better. Hey, I think we could win 7 games. Hey, when you look at the strength of schedule, we could be a 10-win season. So I think the expectations are really growing in New England, that we're going to look up, and there's going to be a lot of people in that New England area who are going to believe that this team could possibly be second in the division and competing with Buffalo to win a division because of how much they believe in Vrabel and Josh as an offensive coordinator, just the changes that they've made. They're really buying into it. So it's going to be important for them to really get going, and Diggs to be good and Drake Maye to be the leader that everyone thinks he can be.
Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.